Apple is trending on all social media platforms, especially on X. And the main reason why Apple is trending is because the Department of Justice of the US has actually filed a lawsuit against Apple, claiming that the company's operating system or the approach of developing its iPhones and operating system has actually stifled competition in the market, which means it's creating a monopoly market which does not serve well to other competitors in the industry. These and many more I'll be adding onto, so please stay and stay and let's get right into the video.
Apple has maintained monopoly power in the smartphone market not simply by staying ahead of the competition on the merits, but by violating federal antitrust law. Consumers should not have to pay higher prices because companies break the law. We allege that Apple has employed a strategy that relies on exclusionary, anti-competitive conduct that hurts both consumers and developers. For consumers, that has meant fewer choices, higher prices and fees, lower quality smartphones, apps, and accessories, and less innovation from Apple and its competitors. For developers, that has meant being forced to play by rules that insulate Apple from competition. And as outlined in our complaint, we allege that Apple has consolidated its monopoly power not by making its own products better, but by making other products worse.
So yes, the US government has actually sued Apple based on so many reasons, and then those complaints are actually from users from the Android and then the Apple ecosystem. And then these are some of the things I'm coming to digest for you to understand the main reason why this could affect the production or the security of developing or producing the iPhones that we'll be using fast forward. Though Apple has replied to the lawsuit, there are still challenges and there are still things that we need to actually look and consider before going into conclusion. And then this is not the end of the matter, but I'll be probing and I'll be bringing more to this particular channel. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then turn on the post notification bell so that you receive all the tech updates that I'll be putting on this particular channel. So this is what Apple says after receiving the lawsuit from the Department of Justice of the United States. So let me read what exactly the company is saying to the lawsuit. This lawsuit threatens who we are and then the principles that sets Apple apart, or Apple products apart from their competitive market. If successful, it will hinder our ability to create the kind of technology people expect from Apple, where hardware and software and other services are intersect. So which means if this lawsuit is being passed, it's going to hinder most of their security features that we use nowadays. It's going to hinder the love and then the kind of passion people really have for Apple, because all these things are being fused. That is why many people like the Apple products, because they are having their own ecosystem where they manage and protect data that goes and comes out of their product. And if this lawsuit goes into parliament and it is being passed, it's going to go against them in so many ways. The reason why they have actually filed this particular lawsuit against Apple is because of, one, the blue and green bubble messaging debate that has been going on for decades now, that has been going on for years now. If you are using an iPhone and you are sending a message across to an Android user, you are going to be seeing a green bubble, meaning that particular person is not an iPhone user. So there's no way you are going to send a blue bubble message to that particular person. So you could see when sending a message, it's either sent, first of all, it sent as an iMessage, which is the blue bubble, and then when you realize this particular person, or you, the user, knows that this particular person is not on iPhone, you have to tap on it and then switch as sent as message. And then that is what has been the competition, because that actually doesn't give the people at the other side, which are the Android users, the right experience or the good experience that they need to feel. It makes them cringe and it makes them feel that they are not part of the ecosystem. Another thing that has actually given the justice these particular reasons to sue Apple also is because of its monopoly wallet system. that is the tap to pay. Apple has actually locked down everything to their wallet. That's the Apple Wallet, which means users have no other option of variants or like different types of wallet system that they need to use. If you have something that is more better, you can't use it because Apple has actually locked down that strictly you need to use what their Apple Wallet, which also doesn't sit well with different users across because they have other softwares that they need to use, but Apple has actually locked down. So anything you purchase from the Apple Store or whatever it is, you need to use the Apple Wallet to do what, to purchase that particular thing. If you go to buy something at the store and then you need to pay something and you have your wallet, which is the Apple Wallet on your phone, which is the iPhone, you need to do what, tap, and then it's also locked to only wallet, the Apple Wallet. So any transaction you make through the iPhone is always going to be with the Apple Wallet, which users says it's not really good and it's actually monopoly, which is also disturbing development because so many people have these particular tools and websites and softwares that they've developed, but they can't really push to Apple Store because there are restrictions, and then Apple have some kind of dedicated people they evaluate, go through some process before they dedicate that okay, this person is an iOS developer. Without going through that particular process, it's difficult for you to sometimes push your software to Apple. It's really difficult, and then that's also one challenge that developers and then users are really facing, and then it's really not good for them because you as a developer, you need to pay with the Apple Wallet. You as a user, you need to pay with the Apple Wallet to get whatever software that you need or whatever app that you need to get from the App Store, which is also not good. Another thing they're also looking at is the ecosystem. You can't use Apple on an Android phone, which is another big thing that is also worrying them. Maybe someone wants to purchase just the iWatch and they want to use, but you can't synchronize it with an Android phone because it was not built for an Android phone. And that is another reason why the government, the Department of Justice, is also claiming it's really not right for Apple to do such thing because you are refusing and you are denying people from using other softwares and other technologies. You remember in 2022 when Tim Cook went on stage to launch the iPhone 14, someone asked this question, that what are they doing about the blue bubble and then the green bubble iPhone to Android text messaging thing, which is a debate that last week I was even debating with some other people in one of the platforms that we have that we discuss technology on. And then what Tim Cook told the person asking that particular question is to buy the grandma or the mom an iPhone, which was also perceived as a disrespect because you don't want to change things to make it very easier for someone also using that particular same feature, because the experience that iPhone to iPhone users experience is different from when you, the iPhone user, you are sending a text message or sending something to an Android user. The experience is really different. Trust me, the experience is totally different. And then that is what they are calling the monopoly, and then it's wrong for Apple to actually do that. But Apple will be filing a resistance case to battle what the Department of Justice of the US has actually done, what sent to them to rebuttal and then try to refuse these particular claims and then refuse this particular lawsuit against them because it's going to hinder their businesses. And it's not just the US alone, but it's with other 50 states coming together, from the Colombian and then from other states coming together to file this particular lawsuit. And I know for sure some hands are in. People developing on the other side of the devices are also part of this particular agenda in refusing so many things. But say, it's the company, it's theirs, and then they want to make sure things feel very secured and then very good for their users. And then if this law or this lawsuit goes through and then US Department of Justice win the case, it means the differentiation over here is going to be huge. Right now, you can switch to Android if you want without caring that iPhone is something that exists anymore. It's not going to be of a big deal because so many things are going to change, which is going to hinder them. And then this could be possible because you see how right now the iPhone 15 now has the Type-C ports. It doesn't have the lightning cable. It's the same thing that has gone through a lawsuit, and then it was by standard requested for them to actually remove the cable from the lightning cable from there and then put a Type-C over there instead of that, because it's causing monopoly. It doesn't make people actually expand to other places, use other technologies and other things. So that's it. And then stick and stay, because I'll be bringing you the updates. 6 days from now, Apple is going to be responding to them very hard, and then I'll make sure I bring you that particular update. Don't forget to subscribe and then turn on the post notification bell. Like and share this video to other people. Let them know we are here to educate, to update you on the trends of technology and so many interesting entertainment around technology. So stick and stay, and I'll see you in the next video.